Hi, everybody. I don't know about you, but I love that tune.
I love it. I love the accordion. That's beautiful.
I found it on YouTube. I had to pay. Well, I have to do the share
Yeah.
thing, but I was like, okay. Actually, it was a free. That one was free. It's under the share thing, but it's like
Mhm.
zero zeros, so you don't really share anything. I'm like, oh, well, that's cool. And
It's cute.
but I'm learning. My videos are still very kindergarten level, and I'm learning
Well, at
a
least
little
you
at a
have it.
time.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for stopping by.
Hi, y'all. Yes, as we just chatter right along, welcome and thank you for joining us tonight, Arthur from Ease Your Mind. I'm always excited when he comes on because he makes me laugh. And in today's climate, we need all the laughter we can get
Show
because
enough.
it's crazy out there. Hi, Janet. That's and let's see, Linda and Claudia. Oh, Timbervati Tyke. That's a new name. Hi, welcome.
Oh, she's
And
fun. She's
Book
fun.
Bewitched and Shari. Is it Sherry or Cherie? How do you pronounce that? Trancing with
With the
Spirit.
C.
And Vicky. And did I miss anybody? I don't think Miss Terrell D was here earlier. And Gigi Ma. I like that. Gigi Ma. Okay, Cherie, you're gonna have to tell me how you pronounce your name. Cherie. Oh, cherry, like the wine. Gotcha. Okay. So you're Cherry and I'm Sherry, like Mary. So,
Enough share, you'll be tracing those spirits.
and oh, I broke out my spirits yesterday. Somebody was laughing, and I said something about I had one of those little like airplane size bottles of liquor of Captain Morgan's Spice Rum that I bought 3 years ago, and I still have half a bottle. And they didn't believe me, and I had to go grab the bottle and show them. I said, "Yeah, look." Said I have to keep it hidden so nobody else drinks it. But
Well, I just did a show the other night where I said Captain Morgan's my favorite spirit, guided spirit. With lime and a little bit of Coke, but still. Yeah.
no, I don't need anything to go with it. Just a couple of ice cubes. I'm good to go.
Well, actually, I used to play piano bars when I started out, and they would line up drinks, and I would tell them, look, charge them $100 for a drink. I don't care, but make sure it's just Coke with a lime in it. And tell them it's a rum and Coke, but don't, so because I don't want to go home, driving home blotto, and that's what that happened. So
Right.
ever since then, it was my drink has always been rum and Coke for the last 40 years.
Yeah. Well, I go out and drink like once every 5 or 6 years. I just go tie one on with friends, and I drink everybody under the table, and they're like, "How do you do that when you don't drink?" I guess my liver's not goes into shock and just hides while I'm doing it.
I know
But
my liver backs up from the '70s, so it doesn't really matter.
yeah, I'm not going to talk about what I did in the '70s. That's on a need to know basis. I was still underage most of that time, so yeah, no, I didn't see. I turned 18 in '79, so yeah, yeah.
That's the year I graduated college.
That's the year I graduated high school. I graduated high school, and then the next week I turned 18,
There you go.
and it was party hardy then because it was still legal to drink at 18 in Texas back then. And about a year after I turned 21, they changed the law and rolled it up. People were pissed.
Well, we lived in between Pennsylvania and New Jersey,
Ah,
and there's the Calhoun Street Bridge that went over the two. So every Friday night, the police would wait because drinking was 18 in New Jersey, it was 21
in
in Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
So
Oh, in
everybody,
Virginia.
everybody
Oh,
would just wait for them crossing over, and so you know, we always had somebody had to be the designated alcoholic, and someone had to be the designated driver. So
right.
I'm not going to say which I was, but anyway.
I was both.
I majored in music. Just to let you know. I saw here. What did you major in?
Oh,
In music.
oh, cool.
Graduated in '79 at
Oh,
Temple
hi, Queen
University,
Mary.
and then I came out here to work on my film scoring at UCLA.
Cool.
But then one thing leads to another, and you do other things. So there you go. Because in those days, you didn't have computers. Everything had to be written out by hand and pencil and paper. So
Yeah.
it was a different,
You had to do it
different
the old fashioned
animal.
way. Yeah. I
Still at
remember
it.
I went to
Books,
college for half
which
a
I'm an
semester.
Aries on March 24th. So
Oh, you? I'm a Gemini, June 3rd.
yeah.
Unless you study Vedic astrology, and then I think I'm a Taurus.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm a
not
couple
sure how
days
that
after Mel.
works.
He's also an Aries. So
You know. Well, I'm a Gemini. My son's an Aquarius. My late husband was a Gemini. We used to laugh and say between the two of us, we had four people living together. And, and that's pretty much what it felt like a lot of times. My mother was Sagittarius. My brother's a Virgo.
my mom was a Sag. We used to hide the knives when she got mad.
Yep.
Yeah.
My mom never got physically violent with us. She would do things like punch a hole in the wall and then say, next time it's your head.
I think the cool thing my mother tried for a while was, I'm angry with you. I'm not going to tell you why. When you tell me. And so after 3 days, I'm telling her stuff she had no idea I did. It was like you could see in her face, like, what? So hey, whatever. It was
My
still go
mom
upstairs
used
and
to,
get the
my
scraps.
brother and I, when we were kids, we fought. Oh my God, we fought tooth and nail. We're 6 years apart in age. And she would, hi, Scott, um, in Celtic Steer and Viviani. And, but when she would finally just get enough of us sniping at each other, she would grab her purse and the keys and head for the door. And invariably, one of us would be like, where are you going? And she'd be crazy. You want to come with me? And she'd leave. She'd get in the car and she'd leave. And she'd leave us there, fight it out amongst herself. She'd go drive around the block a few times and then come back home when she wasn't angry anymore. And it was the only way it kept her from killing us. I said, whatever works, Mom.
Right. You weren't ready to be somebody's guided spirit.
And that's it. So, well, tonight while we're sitting here and just chit chatting, we're going to cover some political questions. So, you're 66, Book Bewitched. I'm 62. I'll be 63 in June. So I just had a birthday.
Yeah, I'm 66.
Yeah.
I tell everyone I was born near the Chevy, 1957.
My late husband was born in 55. So,
yeah.
And
I act like I'm 12. My bladder acts like it's 9. So it all works out.
I used to be able to hold it all damn day. And now it's like, nope.
Could you
gotta
imagine Trump?
go.
I'm sure Trump's wearing Depends.
He's got to be a double layer of Depends. I would not. Well, if you ever listen to Noel Castler, who does stand up now, and he's also a musician, but he used to do, I don't know what they call the position. He was the one that, like, for TV shows, whoever the guests were and stuff, they would have somebody assigned to them to get whatever they needed or take them where they need to go, that kind of
They're
thing.
called gophers.
Yeah, that too. There was another name for it that he had, but he did that on the Celebrity Apprentice for several years. And so he kind of got up close and personal to the Trump family. Oh my God, some of the stories he has told, it's like, wow. It's like, where were you before the election? He was like, nobody would listen to me then. And
I'm sure. I mean, the thing is, Mark Burnett owns all of the footage, and
yeah,
there's stuff he should release, but he doesn't. So
yeah, it just makes you wonder, well, who's got what on you if you're not releasing it. So that's the way my brain goes with it. It's like, who's got what do they got on you? You can't cough it up. And let's see. Oh, we got Gloria and Donna and Odelia and Vicky and Scott. I said hi to you earlier when you came in. And Scott was the one when I first got my channel, opened up my channel, and I didn't have anything on it. I hadn't really done anything. I had like 2 subscribers. And I caught him on a live on another person's channel. And she saw me in the chat and said, "Oh, Shari, are y'all going to get hit by we had a hurricane coming?" And she was like, "Are y'all going to get hit by the hurricane?" I'm like, "Well, we don't know right now." I said, "But I think I'm going to do a hurricane vlog and just every morning go outside and film the weather and let y'all know what's happening. And we'll see what happens from there." Well, Scott pipes up in the chat, or he's talking, I'm typing, and he's like, "You have a channel? I didn't know you had a channel. Everybody, right now, stop what you're doing and go subscribe." By the time the show was over, I had like 40 something subscribers. I was like, "Oh my God,
Good
now
for
I got to do
you.
something."
Good for you.
So he's always been my number one just for that alone because he got everybody going. And
Well, subscribers are important. In fact, we were just talking before the show. I had a contest, and we picked the winners. I've heard from 2 of them, and we're taking it from there. So I'm gonna give away 3 free 30-minute readings.
there you go.
This is at 4.5. And I was teasing everyone and said, hey, if I wake up December 31st and have double that, like 9,000, heck, I'll give away 9 free readings. At that point, I don't care.
Well, I
But
just went over 1,500, so
good
I'm
for
excited
you.
about that.
Congratulations.
That's been and I don't have as much exposure as a lot of other people because I'm limited in my time because I still work full time. So
Well,
I
I find
figured, you
there are
know what,
laws.
I'm moving at
So
my
there's certain things
pace,
I can't do.
and I don't care what anybody else is doing. Great for you. I have brought people on that had less than 100, and within a couple of months, they blew by me and was way off into the stratosphere. And I was like, "Yay!" And I've been asked, "Well, that doesn't make you jealous?" I'm like, "No. Why would it make me jealous? They're doing great. That's wonderful, you know." And
we're all in this together.
yeah, that's the way I look at it. It's like
I had a client once
they're
say,
doing
"Do you
well. Well,
mind
that
going on?" I had a
then that
client once
makes
say,
me
"Do you mind going on other shows because don't you steal each other's clients?" I'm like, number one, we're on each other's shows. Steal? No,
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 we don't steal.
no.
I
We
like
expose
having
everybody to everybody that's out there on YouTube. That's how I look at it.
yeah, it's I figure the more of us there are, the more we're spreading the word.
And I guess you could call Linda patient 0. So.
Pretty much, yeah, she's pretty much patient 0. Her and Kirsten Champagne.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what's her channel? Something champagne something. She cracks me up. She's the one that got Linda to go on.
Yeah.
Where she started poking her to go on, and then Linda's guide started telling her, "You're going on YouTube." And so
Well, you're the first one to write me and say, want to do a show together? I'm like, Shari, sure, why not?
yep. I did the
I'm
same with David. I got sent him an email and I get an email back and say, well, let me look into my schedule and I'll get back to you. And so I'm like, okay, you got to go check out my channel and see where I'm at,
No. I don't look, no.
And but I was like, that's cool, whatever. I don't care, however you want to put it. If I see somebody and something clicks for me, then I want to invite them on. Because I like to read with other people.
Yeah.
I don't like to do the solo thing. I mean, I'll do it every now and again, just because for whatever reason I don't have anybody to come on, but or somebody will cancel, or things happen. But I like having people on I can talk with because I have diarrhea of the mouth. I tend to talk a lot anyway. So
I never noticed. Just kidding. Someone accused me. When Sherry's talking, you always talk over her. I'm like, well, she talks over me too. This
Yeah,
who you are.
I have a bad habit. I'm always apologizing to people. I'm so sorry.
No need to apologize. It's who you are. It's why we love you.
And
I decided to
I'm
shut
just a
up.
chatty Cathy. Just say, hey, it's my turn. Shut up.
Yeah, so if anybody's from my channel, join, subscribe, subscribe
Yes.
to
And if you're from
Sherry's.
my channel and you haven't found Arthur yet, you've got to go over and subscribe to his channel. He's got some fantastic guided meditations that I
Oh,
absolutely love.
I'm gonna do a shameless plug. I just put a new one up for intuition,
Yep.
awaken intuition. And I was teasing Val the other night. I said, yeah, it's about opening your third eye and hope no one pokes it. So just about opening that. And then I'm in this, one of the projects I'm working on is, that I won't be doing a show tomorrow is I'm in the studio doing Unleash Your Creativity.
Oh,
So
cool.
we're recording that one. And then one after that is about coming out of your shell, overcoming shyness. And then the next on the list is about release guilt. So if anybody has any questions about, a guided meditation or a topic, please send it to me. We'll look at it.
Congrats, Claudia. She's up to 79.
Wow.
Yay.
Well, I just
Okay,
wrote that
people,
down
y'all
and I'll
go
be
over and
subscribing tonight.
subscribe to her.
Yeah.
Let's boost her up to 200 before the night's over.
Mm-hmm.
Let her flip out. I like what Kathy says. We support each and every one of you. Somebody had asked me once, it's like, well, it looks like you have the same people on all the different shows. I said, yeah. Said they hop over from one to the other, and said I do the same thing when I'm not working, if I'm just able to listen. Said I listen to a lot of people, they don't even know it because I'm just listening. I can't actively chat or anything because I'm at work. But I have my earbud plugged in and I'm listening to, or I'm catching a replay on somebody. Oh, thank
Well,
you,
if it
Gigi
wasn't
Mock.
for the subscribers, we wouldn't be here. So thank you very much, people.
That's it.
Thank
I mean, hi, Fatima. I didn't see you there. I
you. And
subscribe to everyone, she says. Wonderful.
hey,
And and Fatima's up to 50 subscribers. All
oh,
right.
cool.
There's another one. We got to get the numbers up.
And another little announcement is, when I first started, I was doing hour readings, because my hour readings end up going over anyway for like 90 minutes. So I don't watch the clock. And somebody asked me if I was doing half-hour readings. So I figured enough people requested. So for November and December, I'll be doing half-hour readings. So just go to my page and set up there. And I said, give me away for Christmas. Come on, you can do it.
That's it. And his website is in the description box below. So
ArthurEaseYourMind.com as opposed to Arthur
easy.
Moves Your Mind.
Very easy. It's if you go to his channel, all his information is there. That's how I found it. So and I found him because I saw him on a show with Linda. So and I was like, I like him. I was laughing through the whole show as you were talking. And of course, with Linda, it's easy because she's a cut up too. And
That was a good show because that was a show where I said that Trump would be indicted on July 27th. And I wasn't sure. And we did the show like 3 weeks before that. And I wasn't sure if it was going to be Fonnie Williams or DC, Jack Smith. And it was Jack Smith on the 27th.
Yeah.
So, yay. Look, people remind us when we're wrong. So I got to get it when we're right.
That's it. Well, that's like when before the election, when Linda was in the middle of she got a hit and she's just talking, she's live, and I just happened to caught it. I was watching. And she said, well, no, it's going to be Biden. He's going to win. And Kamala's going to be his vice president. And everybody was like, are you crazy? And she was like, no, that's it. And she said, and we won't know right away. It'll take a few days. And then people will be dancing in the streets. And then she laughed and she said, I don't mean literally. I can't tell you how many people posted to her in the day after they announced Biden. You said they were going to be dancing in the streets, and by golly, that's what they did.
Right. Right.
I was like, yeah, you got that one. And
I love when they
But
say he's too old. It's like he's not old. He's seasoned.
yeah,
You know,
you were talking about somebody
he's
being too old. Look at the other guy. Who's
7 years younger and 7 more years insane.
yeah,
Or
I
3 years
mean,
younger. 3 years younger.
3 years
Sorry.
younger and 50 years more insane. I mean, he's
Do tapeworms go to your brain? Because I
I
swear,
don't know.
I swear, the last couple
Something,
announcements and everything, rallies, it's just like Obama's the president. I'm like, is he doing this just to maybe get out of indictments, like so he can say he's nuts?
part of me wonders, is he trying to just appear crazy so they can use the I'm crazy
No, no.
defense, or is he really losing it? I think he's really losing it because
Oh, he
he
lost
was
it years ago.
already doing that before all this mess happened. But it came out yesterday that he was still making phone calls and trying to find a way to have Biden removed from office 6 months after he was sworn in.
Hmm.
It was like, how do you figure that out? You didn't have any power at that point.
You know, it's like, how do you get a sparkle in Donald Trump's eyes? Put a flashlight near his ear.
Yeah, exactly. Hi, Leah. So, oh, I like what Debbie says. You guys are fun to watch. Arthur is a hoot. Well, thank you for the subscription. We appreciate it very much.
Shishani Debbie, thank you.
Kathy said she got a wonderful reading with you.
Oh, she's a beautiful person. She really is.
I can see by her avatar she's very pretty, and it sounds like she's as pretty inside as she is outside, and that's
Hmm.
really
Actually, I
what I
told her she
love
get
to
10 free
see.
readings if she keeps this up. Just kidding. No, she's a beautiful person. I love her.
We haven't answered any questions yet, Leah. So if you want to put one
Well,
in, political questions tonight. We're gonna we're gonna we're gonna run with the crazy tonight.
rock and roll with the crazies.
That's it. So while Arthur talks to you and entertains you for a few minutes, and I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna scroll back up and see if I missed anything. And
I gotta entertain. Are you kidding?
yeah, you gotta entertain.
I only entertain when the background's on fire. Then I
Yeah,
bring my
no, I
sock
don't have
puppet.
any lit
See?
candles. He said last time he was gonna bring sock
See?
puppets.
Sherry?
I
Sherry?
was named after a sock puppet. Shari
Are you
Lewis, the
looking
lamb chop.
are you looking at the screen?
That's too cute. What's his name?
I don't know yet. Maybe I should do a contest. Name Arthur sock
Name the
puppet.
sock puppet. That's a good one.
I told you I went to a friend of mine used to be good friends with Sherry Lewis and went to dinner with her once, and I was on the floor howling because she ordered the lamb chops.
I have problems eating lamb chops because I know I was named after the lady that had lamb chops.
No, I'm saying Sherry Lewis used to order lamb chops. I mean, that was the
Oh,
funny thing.
really? Oh,
Yeah.
God.
She said, I'll the lamb chops, and then we're just like, look at her.
Oh, my goodness. That's too funny. Okay. All right. I'm seeing lots of encouraging words from people and whatnot, which is wonderful.
Yes, we're
And
all through this together, people.
that's right. That's right. Oh, Celtic Seer had put that in. I did miss something. All right. I'm not seeing any
You're welcome.
questions going back that far. So we're going to scroll on back down here. And Scott found your channel. And it was in the description box below. It shouldn't have been hard.
Well,
Scott's like
and
me. He
eventually
just
I'm
wants to
learning how
work.
to
He's
do this,
brain
people.
dead.
So, look, we know you're brain dead. We're just not telling anyone,
Yeah.
but we love you.
I think my family might have an inkling
Ooh, here's a question.
where we got one. Where we got.
Cat Mama?
Oh, cat mama. Uh, must be down further. Oh, here we go. All right.
I have a few
Uh,
strong feeling the new Speaker of the House is a serious perv, and his wife is creepy vibes as well. Will we find out what they really are big time creeps? That they are really big time creeps.
he's from my
Yes.
area. There's already talk.
You want to take it, Sherry? It's your opinion only, entertainment purposes
It's just my
only.
opinion and what
Yeah.
I've picked up, but rumors are flying. There's a lot of talk down here about Mr. Speaker and his very disturbed wife, um, allegedly disturbed wife. Um, it's they don't have bank accounts. Which how do you have a mortgage without a bank account? How do you get on an airplane and fly without a bank account? I mean, there was a day when yeah, people would take cash in lieu of a credit card, but it's getting really hard to find places like that anymore, unless it's the local 7-Eleven down the road. Um, and from the rumors flying, his wife makes the Wicked Witch of the West look like Glinda the Good Witch of the North. So put that in your head and think about it. There are some questions about this supposed young man that he adopted, who was not a child. He was a teenager when he
14.
adopted him. Yeah, 14. I knew it was right around there.
And he was 25.
And has basically disappeared from view. No one's seen pictures of him. They don't talk about him. They don't. It's like, God forbid, going to find him buried in the backyard. I mean, just allegedly. I'm just joking. My opinion only. YouTube. I don't mean that literally. Um,
Well,
I just
I'm just going to say that number one, apparently some news crews did find him, and he does nothing. He would not talk. He has nothing to do with that family whatsoever. Nothing.
wow. I haven't even heard that yet.
No,
So
nothing to do with them. Uh, yeah, and I said something under my. You know me when I do these shows, I mutter stuff under my breath. Don't realize I say it until I say it, and then hear it and get horrified. And I said, and I was saying, I wonder what his like playlist on Netflix look like. I wonder if he has the movie Mandingo on his playlist. Ooh.
yeah, I would really like to see what's in his Twitter
But
feed,
yeah, I
X
think
feed.
somebody said that Mel said he had sugar in his tank. Yeah, I do think he has a G face, but that's personal opinion.
Yeah,
There's
he's
just something that when they protest too much, there's just something on. And I feel actually when I look at his wife, I feel both of them were thrown off the mothership together. You know, that's why they're here. Mothership didn't want.
something. It's like Vicky. How does he cash his check? Yeah. I work for the state government. They don't send checks. They do direct deposit. And if you don't have a bank account when you start working for them, the first thing they tell you is go open a bank account. They
Maybe
do
this is
direct
why he
deposit.
wants to defund the IRS. So they
Yeah,
find
I'm
anything
sure.
out on him.
Yeah, there's Shari asking the same thing.
Yeah.
Um, Hi,
I wonder if it's to a
Rose.
church in Uganda that they put their money in. I didn't say that out loud, but whatever.
Uh, yeah, I'm. What's this? Okay, this is another one I hadn't heard. I would be more apt to believe her than I would him.
Does Stormy Daniels have a brother? Never mind. Oh yeah, yeah. That whole thing about the porn on their phones
Yeah.
or unquestionable content. That's just weird.
Yeah, it's hi Leah. It's I'm just saying there's lots of talk going on around here.
Well, I say he's going to be gone. I feel it
I
was
don't
10
yeah,
minutes after they announced his name. Immediately, I flipped some cards, flipped out, and put up there that he's going to be gone by May because of scandal. It might be earlier than that, but no later than. So there you go.
there you go.
And
Yeah,
as far
no.
as the budget is concerned, I do maybe my liver's backing up from the 70s, but I do feel the 51% they're going to get it through. Of course, he's going to have some help with Democrats, but I don't feel the first thing he wants to do is shut down the government.
I picked up my cards to just kind of give them a shuffle, and this jumped out. The lovers reversed. A lot of disharmony, a lot of imbalance, a lot of
Mm.
self love, which
Or self-loathing.
yeah, it's something like that. It will usually run in that direction.
But as far as the fact that they're taking away money from Israel, Ukraine, and they're making it all for money for Ukraine, they want to be able to build the wall. They couldn't do it in the 4 years that Trump was the president, but they
Yeah.
want to tack it on to the giving aid to Ukraine. The fact about everything with Israel, all the things they're tacking onto that, it's crazy. It's
Oh
crazy.
yeah.
And they want to do them as separate bills. And all they're going to do is kick. I think if they do sign something, it's going to be basically kicking the can down to like January 15th or something,
That's
and then
it.
we start all over again. But when Trump was president, we never had these discussions because they just said, "Okay, what do you need?" And $7.8 trillion, he
Yeah.
racked up the debt in
Yeah.
4 years. And now they're saying like, oh, we have to take away food stamps from people, and we got to take away $505 million for funding to help people with AIDS in their housing. Well,
Yeah.
you got to start somewhere, is what the quote unquote is what the lawmaker said.
Yeah. It makes my blood boil to the point
Kick
that
them when they're down. No, what is it? Hit them when they're down. Kick them.
yeah.
These are nice
It's like,
people.
and then they have the nerve to say, well, you need to learn to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. Well, it's not easy to do when you took the boots. You
Right.
know? um
No, it's
Hey Rojo, my Cajun cousin.
yeah, but it'd be like yeah, I'll pick up my bootstraps, but right now I'm shining your shoes and they're your bootstraps. So can I have them back, please?
That's it. Um Rose had a good one. Not really a question per se, but I think it's important because we've got this shutdown looming. And I really think what I'm hoping for is that they're able to work it out
Mm-hmm.
before it gets to that point. But what I keep pulling and getting is that they're going to let it happen and then they're going to try to figure out a way to blame Biden for it, except that Biden's already kind of got out ahead of them on some of this, which normally the Dems haven't been very good at doing. They tend to play catch up with the media, not
Well,
beat the story.
they forget Biden's a Scorpio. He knows exactly what he's doing and how he's doing it when he's
Yeah,
doing it. He's got a
He's been
plan.
in public life for 3/4 of his life. I mean,
Well, since he was 27. I mean, and
yeah,
that's after the loss of his wife and child.
yeah.
So the
And then the
thing is,
loss of another child,
if
and
they
then
do lose, I mean, if we do get a shutdown, I only see it looming from maybe at the very most a week, the very
yeah,
most. But that's also signing their death certificates, as far as I'm concerned. And
yeah.
this
To
they
me,
want to do it in two prongs and something. It's like, which has never been done before. It's like this guy's never been on a committee before. So
yeah, I can't for people who for a political party that has always put so much emphasis on only the best, the brightest, the smartest, that's who's on our team, and it's the other side that are all flighty, you know, crazy
if they
hippie
shut the
people.
government down, I mean, they're.
It,
I just hope their pay gets cut or gets put on hold too.
yeah, it's in my opinion, it should be. If they make it shut down, then they should be the first ones to lose
Yeah,
their
but
paycheck.
then they'd want everything retroactive anyway before anybody else.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
No,
But I really think if they do this, it's going to really come back and bite them in the butt, big
right.
time. And it's not going to be pretty. And
That's why I'm going 51%. I've always felt that it gets through barely, and it's not pretty, but it shows they're showing their true colors and they're showing their hand.
what I
Nobody
can't
didn't know what it
believe is
was.
the
We
amount
did.
of people in the Republican Party now in government service that are idiots. They literally do not know how our government works. They don't know how the process works. They have no clue what they're doing. I mean, and it's like the Democrats have got to, hi, Arlene, the Democrats have got to start plugging the holes when they take back the House and keep the Senate and the White House. These next 4 years, they've got some major work they need to get done as far as plugging holes to keep it from happening anymore or from getting worse anyway. Um,
Well, the thing is, they're the adults in the room, so you know, Republicans are basically the children at the kids' table, and then you have Trump sitting there at the end. Like I always describe him as that crazy uncle on Thanksgiving you throw food at, so he just shuts up at the end of the
yeah.
table.
Hi, Teresa. Hugs to you.
Yes, the wind as is at his back.
Yeah. And I think that's something that surprised a lot of Democrats too, is they looked at Biden as, oh, you know, goofy Uncle Joe. And even with Obama, he didn't do anything to take away any of the
Right.
shine from Obama. He strictly stayed in the background. And I think a lot of people have really, and I know I was one of them in the beginning, really miscalculated just how sharp and on point he is.
He's always been miscalculated. They've always, they
Yeah.
never give him credit. And that's why he's able to
That,
surprise everybody. Like when he was saying, they were saying the tsunami red rave, and he was saying it's about democracy and abortion and everything. Well, I don't know. That's what it was. So listen to your president. He knows what he's doing. He's been around
yep,
for a while.
that's it. Exactly. Let's see who we got next. Try again. Will Trudeau win his next election? It's French. You'd think I could freaking say it.
Très bien.
Um,
Oui. Actually, I'm
well, I
gonna.
know Cajun French. I don't know French French, so I guess I'm
Well,
excused.
I was raised with French Canadians. That's totally different than what you learn in school for French.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
it's not, but I got a yes on it.
I got a maybe. I got the 8 of swords. So
Gonna fight for it.
he's kind of, yeah, he's gonna, it's not gonna be an easy road for him. He's not gonna waltz in and take it and waltz out. He's gonna have to fight for it. And then I've got upright the 10 of cups.
That's good.
So that's a good card. So that's a definite yes.
Celebration.
And so yeah, it's I think it's very possible he can pull it off, but he's gonna have to really work for it and try to keep it. I know the Trump women would love to be his next first lady, but or whatever they call them.
I heard the funniest thing. I think it was Michael Cohen that said that Elena Haba wants to be the next Mrs. Trump.
Wait, say that again.
Elena Haba, the lawyer,
Oh, yeah,
she
that's
wants to be
yeah,
the next Mrs. Trump.
the next ex Mrs. Trump. I don't know. It seems like Melania is the only one that's been smart enough to keep him at bay while at the same time pretty much getting what she wants.
Well, it depends what the paperwork says.
Yeah. I think that she's locked in and can't leave or do anything until after Barron is 18.
Well,
And
he's going to be 18 this year, I believe.
yeah, yeah, because he's the same
Right.
age as my nephew, and he just turned 18.
And
So
yeah, but when you're somebody's Russian handler, entertainment purposes only.
thank you for saying that. I've been saying that since way back in the beginning, and everybody was like, "No, no, no," and I mean,
Keep
like,
them in
"Yeah,
place.
I'm telling you, she was handpicked."
I love when that spread came out, no pun intended, when she did with Maxim with the other woman, and all the right wing were going, "Those aren't nudies; those are art pictures."
Yeah.
Like, yeah, right. Okay. Okay.
But they had conniption fits when Michelle Obama showed her arms
Arms.
in a tank dress, or
And there's this guy
his
running
dress.
around town saying he now has proof that that Michelle Obama is really a man.
Oh, God. They better be careful because she'll kick their ass.
It's like,
That is, I heard Obama say something one day to somebody in an interview, and he was like, "Yeah, no, don't piss her off." He said, "I learned the hard way." It's like,
yeah.
yeah, we know who wears the pants in that family, and that's okay. And, so.
Yep.
But hi, Kathy, and Marby. Wow, I haven't seen you in a while, Marby. And yes, you're right there, Rose. I think that was one of the smartest moves that Biden made was when Obama approached him to be his vice president.
Mm-hmm.
He told him, he says, on one condition, that I'm the last one in the room. That whatever the discussion, whatever the issue is, I'm the last one in the room. And Obama was like, done. And so he would sit there in the background, hugging the walls like he normally does, and let everybody have their say. And then once everybody was gone, that's when he would give Obama his opinion of what was going on and how best to deal with it. And I've heard President Obama say it was priceless information
Mm-hmm.
that he was able to give. And so that's a good thing. And let's see. We had Scott had a question for us. Alvin Bragg. Oh, that's the New York guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is
It's the
that Fonnie
Stroman porn
Willis's?
star stuff.
No, Fonnie's in Georgia.
No, no, no. Stormy Daniels.
Oh, with the Stormy Daniels.
Yes. I want to say yes on that.
Okay. I'm not picking anything up on that one.
In other
So,
words, and I still things with Judge Engron too, with the fraud, that the stuff that they uncover, I mean, they've already found them guilty of fraud. Now it's just finding out how much they have to pay and everything that's coming up. Well, then that I feel is going to go from civil to criminal, and some of that may
uh-huh.
go from criminal to federal.
I see. So I didn't
The
know
grip,
how, because every state is different. Every state
well,
has
the
state
grifter
laws
keeps
that
on
run
grifting.
differently. And I know in Louisiana, we've got some screwy ass laws down here that belong back in the 15th century that are still on the books. I mean, it's like, really, people? Y'all can't deal with that? But you got time to do this other crazy stuff. Um, let's see who we got. Who's up next? Kathy's got a question for us. That's right. Ever since I read about that, I have just had that feeling that there's going to be some really big names that are going to get caught up in that.
And there's
On
a lot of really big names putting money out to quash it.
Yeah,
I mean, this to me was like shades of Epstein,
yeah, very
but
much so.
it's not going to
And
come
we
out right
saw what
away.
happened to him. I mean,
It's
you
not going to
know,
happen right away. It's going to come
you
out, but
know,
I say it's going to be 3 years before we know the details.
yeah, no, it's not. It's nothing fast. But yeah, the first time I heard about all of that, because the first time I heard it, I actually thought they were referencing something back to Epstein
Mm,
because they had just moved. What's her name? That was Epstein's
partner in
partner.
crime,
Yeah, I guess is a good way to put it.
Giselle.
Um, but and then I guess it was about a day later when I realized they were talking about a different issue with this.
Yeah, it's
And when I threw cards on it the first time, it was like there's some big time people that are going to go down for this, and probably on
mhm,
both sides of the aisle, which
mhm.
it's is disturbing, but
It's
absolute
I'm
power
sorry, it's
corrupts
human
absolute.
nature. I
Yeah,
mean, you know, out here, Madam Alex, ran it for years, and then Heidi Fleiss took over. So,
yeah.
why wouldn't there be somebody new?
I look at it this way. I mean, I'd rather somebody pay for a hooker and go do their thing than go attack somebody to. I mean, granted, rape normally doesn't have anything to do really with sex. It's more of a power thing. But so does this in some respects. That's why so many ladies and gentlemen of the evening get so mistreated. Because again, it's a power thing, holding power over someone.
I
And
know inside here, probably there's a lot of non-disclosures that had to be signed.
oh, I'm sure, absolutely. Um,
So I
let's
say in
see.
3 years we'll know more. One person will crack and it'll all come out. But right now, everybody's tight-lipped.
Yeah, with a lot of wives and or husbands starting to ask questions or starting to look through past bank accounts or whatever. If they're smart, I mean,
Maybe this is why Mike Johnson don't
yeah,
have a bank account.
I
Just
like the
saying.
way Rose put that. I like the way I like that. Take a party favor home. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Steve had a question. what will happen in Judge and Gordon's courtroom this week.
Which case is
In
this?
Judge and
Do you
Gordon.
mean in Gordon,
I think
New
he
York?
means Judge and Gorin. Is that what you're asking,
The New York
Steve? Yeah.
fraud? Same same courtroom, different day.
Uh, I think that Trump keeps pushing this man to the wall, and I just keep feeling like, personally, I get frustrated. It's like, damn it, do something. Quit letting him push you up against the wall like that. But another part of me is like, he's actually very smart not to retaliate too much because then they could use that. See, it's a witch hunt. Um, but I think it's going to go to a certain point before he
He
just
knows what
finally
he's
has
he
enough.
knows what he's doing. He's ignoring Trump. He's acting like, like I was doing a show, I said, we finally got to see Trump's inner child. It's a petulant little brat that needs to be burped, fed, burped, and put to bed.
Yep, and probably spanked in the process.
Yeah, well, and close the door. But no, I just feel that he's buying his time. I mean, don't forget, this is the judge that's going to say yay or nay to what's the bottom line on everything because there's no trial. There's no trial jury. It's a bench trial.
Yeah,
And the more they try and attack his clerk, who is running for, in New York, the clerks basically run for judges, become a judge. So they're not just like some, you know, off the street. They work hard.
yeah,
She's an attorney. And I don't feel that Trump and his people, they can say what they want. It's just like, I just see him taking a deep breath inside. Okay, just let him just keep on talking. Let him keep on talking. Let him keep on talking. And then boom, down comes the gauntlet.
yep.
So that's how I read.
Man,
Basically, Steve, Trump is toast.
yeah.
I hate to
It's
give toast a bad name, but he's toast.
everything that I have read on. Every time I've drawn cards on it, every time I've had a hit on it, it always shows me him going down, and it's not going to be pretty.
Hmm.
As just a person, I have concerns of the crazy people out there that's going to retaliate. But I think because of J6, they tipped their hat too soon. I mean, these are supposed people who were better than our military and they couldn't even pull off a coup. I mean, they did a lot of damage and they hurt and killed a few people, but if it had been really run by real professionals, it probably would have been successful, as happens in other countries. But
All I keep on hearing is "Go Hydra."
yes, the first
Um,
time I heard it, you know what? The first time I heard you say that, it brought to mind the scene, one of the Captain America movies. I
that's
don't remember which
exactly what
one
it
it
is.
is,
Yeah.
where I think it's in Endgame where he leans over and says, "Hail Hydra," and then,
Mm.
so he avoids the elevator
Yeah.
kick-ass scene, and which is a good one. But let's see here. Okay, Claudia, yes, Trump's sister
Yes.
did pass today. Um,
I
from
thought it
what
was.
I understand, he was not talking to her anymore
Well, wasn't
because
she? Wasn't she the judge
she was a judge.
who retired
She,
when all that paperwork, when the New York Times came out about all of the, you know,
all the ripoff on Mary Trump and her
yeah,
brother, and
yeah,
yeah, because she actually told Mary and her brother
yeah, about what happened.
what had happened. But I think she left out the part that she was involved.
Well, it's all the tax scheming, how they got away with stuff, but also I wonder
Yeah.
if he's going to have a buried at Bedminster. Just kidding. It is supposed to be a funeral parlor, cemetery
I wonder if
next
he's gonna
next to the
put her
unkept,
next. Yeah.
grave of his ex-wife.
Oh, he would be too cheap to dig an extra hole. He would just want to add her on top. I mean,
I know.
just redig the same hole. That would give him a reason to go in and get what's in the first one
Yeah,
out.
exactly. What's in the coffin?
Now I've got a reason to go dig that up and get the hell out of Dodge. That's what the biggest thing I keep seeing is him trying to
I
run.
don't think he's going to use it though. Like, oh my god, I go to a funeral, I can't go to court. I don't think he's going to be able to use it.
No, no, no. But I do see him, and I've
I mean,
always
nobody knew about his sister
trying to run. I
until
don't
she
think he's going to
retired.
be. Say that again.
Nobody knew about the sister until she stepped down after
Yeah, I
the
didn't even know he
housing
had a
commission
sister.
came out.
So
Yeah,
much less that she was a judge. I mean,
yeah.
you'd have to be
Circuit
pretty
court.
damn smart to get to that point. And you look at him and you tend to think, are there any intelligent people in his family? But because you
Wow.
look at his kids and they sure as hell don't seem to be. I think the other girl, the middle kid, Marla's daughter, I forget her name,
Tiffany?
uh, Tiffany. I think she's the smartest one of the bunch. She got the hell away from all them people. Found herself a rich husband, got married, and doesn't have to worry about daddy's money. So, but she was 86, yeah. So,
Oh, God
I
bless him.
mean, you know, bless her. I hope that whatever she's dealing with now is far better than what she dealt with here. She wouldn't have to put up with him. That's the number one thing. Uh,
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Celtic's here.
Well, the clown car's already gone off the cliff. It's just they don't realize it. It's like when the Roadrunner and I mean Wally Coyote looks at the camera and he's out there in midair and then crashes. That's where they're at right now. And I've always felt that after the first quarter of 2024, right at the end of March and April, actually in the sign of Aries, go Aries, that's when things are going to start
Happening.
opening up. Like
Yeah.
it's like, ooh,
Big
Jack
time.
Smith peeling the
2024.
onion. Ooh,
2023 has been, I always think of a kid with his box of army men taking all that time to set them all up. Some kids that get really into that, like he's got all the generals in place and he's not just setting them up, he's got them all in rank. And that's what I feel like 2023 has been, this setup, setting everything up, bringing all the information out, getting everything out to everybody. Because in 2024, it's going to be wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. They're going to.
ooh. I think we should call Hasbro and pitch the Jack Smith court. So here we have the Judge Chutnick. Here we have the court. Here we have everybody, and
Prosecutor too.
the Trump doll is a little bit more expensive than the rest, but hey, and you pull its
The
plug. I
flop of
enjoy it.
hair
I
that
enjoy
will
it. Everybody
fly in the
else,
wind.
yeah. Right, and then Hasbro will sell it and make another Barbie movie, but this time about Jack Smith.
There you go. I still haven't seen that movie yet, but I want to. Uh,
It's
I've had a
pink,
lot of people tell me it was really good.
but yeah, Celtics here. I do feel indictments will come down. As I've always said, I have a wish list, and I do feel that many people on that wish list will be going away, including my tragic girlfriends. So, yay!
It's my top of the list of people to be out the door is Pedo Jim and Um, God, what's his name? I'm gonna go blank now. Turtle Man. I'm just
Oh, Mitch McConnell.
thank you. I went completely blank on his name. Um,
Isn't it horrible? You just say Turtle Man. I know who you're talking about.
and that was my
Um,
husband's nickname. was
well,
was Turtle.
supposedly somebody sends his office turtle food every month. So there you go.
Oh, that's hilarious. I like
How would
that.
you like to get to his home where he lives and put like a turtle crossing, like on the street?
Oh, there you go. Yeah. That's a good one.
Entertainment purposes only. Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
we're laughing. We're just making jokes,
You don't want anybody
it's
going out to anybody's house. In fact,
entertainment.
you heard about, you know, Naomi, Biden's granddaughter today. They thought it was either going to carjacking or an abduction. I mean, the Secret Service had to pull and shoot their gun.
Oh my God. I didn't hear
Yeah,
about that.
yeah, in the Tony neighborhood, same as where Obama is, same neighborhood.
Yeah. Well, I know that Biden's granddaughters and Obama's daughters were,
Hmm.
they all went to school together, so they were all good friends,
Yeah, but
still hang out together. So,
this was, I believe, Naomi. So, you know, God bless them all.
but she's okay then.
Yeah.
Okay. Good, good, good. Yeah. And then that thought makes me turn around and remember when the fake Barbie and Ken that like to hang out with the Saudis, um,
Oh,
they
Mr. and
wouldn't
Mrs.
let their
Botox.
they wouldn't let their Secret Service guys in to use the bathroom.
Oh
They
no,
would have to go knock.
they had to rent. They had to rent from next door, which they
Yeah,
owned.
it was like,
Mm.
could you imagine? You're trusting somebody to protect you with their life, but you can't let them use your bathroom.
Yeah, they had to rent the downstairs apartment next to the place next door.
Yeah, until that person got tired of it, and then
Well,
they had to go down the street to somebody else. It was like I would have just went and rented a porta potty and parked it in front of their house.
yeah.
Just said, okay, we can't come inside. We'll go outside. That would have been my solution. So,
Hmm. Nice big blue one
yeah,
with no vent.
yeah, one of the real smelly ones. I've been to a lot of rodeos in my time growing up in down here in the South. Rode horses when I was in middle school and high school. And believe you me, you get enough of those porta potties stacked together, that smell of kill a army man.
Not wishing ill on anyone,
No,
just
but
joking
you
around
know,
and teasing, but not really.
let's see. I see someone asking. Uh, who just asked? Pardon me while I. Rose, you're now a mod. You can put Cat Mama's link in. Um, Pisces Greeter is there. Oh, hi, Joyful. I didn't know you were here. Um, let's see, Viviani. Well, if anybody's a mod on my channel, you can certainly go in and put Cat Mama's Claudia's link in so people can find her. She's up to 80 something subscribers now.
Yay.
So hooray. And I don't know whose channel she might be on your chat, not mine. I'm not sure. But let's see. Oh, here we go. Has Epstein transitioned? He's yeah.
Yeah.
I don't exactly know what his sole contract was for,
I
but
was going to say the whole thing. Yeah, I don't know what his whole contract is, but
but
no.
I have a feeling he fulfilled it in spades. So maybe either that or it's the complete opposite. But the first thing I thought of was, well, he did his time.
Sorry.
Stop that. Oh wow, it's been an hour. We've been at this an hour. I'm
I
sorry.
hate the clocks changing early. I swear to God.
Yeah, I know. My time's all screwed up. Um, I will put Claudia's link in the description box after the show. Okay, guys, that way y'all can go in and subscribe to her. And we only have this is the last question we have. And
Will
look
there be
who had
cameras in the courtroom? Well, the thing is, originally Jack Smith had asked Trump's people about it, and they said, "Oh, we don't care, we don't care." And so then he had filed something about it, and then Trump's people turned around and said, "Oh no, we want the cameras there." And I don't think Jack Smith wants the cameras there because then he's going to play reality TV star in front of the
yeah,
camera. So
and
yeah,
use it to pitch for to run for president. He'll turn it
yeah,
into a political rally. Because in the beginning, I was like, when they first started talking about it several months ago, I was like, well, yeah, I want the cameras in there. I want to see what's going on. But then I started thinking about it. It was like, well, wait a minute. If
I mean, Trump will probably like be hiring the cameraman to be and trying to produce it behind the scenes. No,
yeah, yeah,
that's
and
right.
I don't think that's in
The only
Gordon's
thing
court.
is what
Is
the
that in
thing
Gordon's
is,
court?
I'm sorry.
Is that in Gordon's court?
No, this is for DC.
Oh,
Check in for
I
Jack
get
Smith.
so many. I get them confused. There's so many of them now.
Oh, I know. No, the thing is with Fulton County in Georgia, yes, there will be cameras in the Georgia courtroom,
But that's a different kind of trial.
but that's state,
Yeah,
but the federal, So we'll see. But the only problem is because when everything's behind closed doors, the reporters come out and then Trump says, "Oh, this is what happened today." And it's just like, what parallel universe are you calling from? And I don't know. I just don't know. I'm a, whatever Jack Smith wants, Jack Smith gets, is how I see this.
pretty much. And then of course he just hired that other guy to come in who worked with him in The Hague.
Oh,
He
about all the
he was the money man.
money man for all the
Yeah.
mobs
Um,
laundering.
and yeah, they're gonna be. I mean, personally, if I was them, one of the keys, I would be moving as much money as fast as I could into non-traceable accounts out of the country.
Thing is,
Uh,
they can't
yeah, that's the only. They waited too
because
long.
somebody's watching all their accounts right now because of what's happened with Judge Goran's case. There's somebody overseeing all transactions.
I knew they were doing on certain things. I didn't realize they had done it for all of them.
Well, anything out of New York, and that's where all of
That
his.
would be most of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, this has been delightful. Whatever. Yes. Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets.
that's it.
Yeah, damn Yankees. Gwen Vernon, I played that part, didn't she?
Do you feel if we hurt Trump financially, it will hit other money hungry people too? I think yes. I feel like if we start holding some of them accountable, it's going to make others either step back a little bit or be a little more careful.
Or get new lawyers or
Uh,
accountants.
yeah,
They're all greedy. It's all greed. It's the bottom line. It's greed, and they'll try another way to get the greed, try and get the money from
yep,
somebody else, and it's that's their livelihood is taking money from other people, basically.
yep, that's it. They need
So
that extra cash to buy another yacht. I mean, got to give them tax break. It's so tough for them right now.
especially on the jets. I mean, come on, everybody
Yeah,
needs that.
that's it. It's just it's absolutely hilarious to think about sometimes.
I know it's another world. It really is.
Yeah,
But the thing is, they're not above the law. Period.
right.
Which
And
I think
that's
they
the
always
main
thought
thing
they
we got to.
were, and now it's like the word comeuppance, you know, comes up. We're not talking about Muppet movies either.
That's
But
it.
no, it's their time.
Yeah, and I thoroughly believe that when it's your time, and you're not going to avoid it. Whether no matter what connotation you want to put to that. But
All I say is send these people love and light. I know it sounds ridiculous, but send them love and light so that they can wake up and learn their lesson. And
yeah,
realize, yes, I did wrong,
yeah.
and mea culpa, and
And even more so, send it to all the people that follow them blindly and think
well, yeah. I mean,
that's
I've
their
always said I
answer.
believe in reincarnation, and look at these MAGA people, and that's the upgrade.
Yeah,
But no, you got to send. I always say the three most important words in the language are vote, vote, vote,
absolutely.
and not just for the big ticket items. Start with the Rotary clubs. I'm so
No,
glad the
you
Mothers
got.
of Liberty got out of the
We're now stuck with for
libraries.
4 years with a new governor who's a Trumper because we had the worst turnout to vote for our governor election a couple of weeks ago in decades because people just and it was on a Saturday, no
Yeah.
less. So people, it wasn't like everybody was at work.
Yeah, but you're in Louisiana, don't you know, with black candles and a doll and some pins? Just kidding.
My doll is Wonder Woman, and she only does good.
Oh, I'm talking
But
about
maybe I should
a
send her the
faceless doll.
mask. Yes, I have voodoo dolls.
I saw the Garden of Good and Evil.
And so,
Anyway. But no, just vote, 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 and
that's the biggest
send all
thing.
the love light and purple light, pink light, white light to all the nooks and crannies around the world, and to help all the people throughout the Middle East, that are suffering, and throughout the world, because
Yeah,
we're all in this together. And if you have it pretty good in your life, realize it and be very grateful for what we have, but
that's it.
also send out love to other people. Share it. That's all you can do.
In audio, Rose is saying, will there be audio like the SCOTUS hearings? Um, I don't.
I'm not sure.
I'm I'm torn personally on that. It's like part of me is like, well, if they run the audio, then the other side can't spin it because everybody's already listening to it. But at the
Yeah.
same time, if they know the audio is running, then that's just another opportunity for him to play. There's no camera, but that doesn't mean he's not going to play up to the audio for it.
Yeah.
So that's going to make for a difficult decision from the judges' parts, you know, different courtrooms.
Instead of a sketch artist, I hope they hire a cartoonist.
That would be perfect. That would be perfect.
Well, my dear, it's been an hour and
It's
15.
been an hour and 15 minutes. I know you're tired. I know I'm tired. And I worked all day. So thank you very much for coming on and playing.
Thanks, everyone. Really.
And
And really like, share, and subscribe to Sherry's channel.
Absolutely, absolutely. Please be sure you go to Arthur's channel if you're not already there and subscribe and check out his meditations. And you do weekly or bi-weekly on your political shows, your solo one-on-one where you just answer questions.
Depends what day it is. No, actually, my whole rule of thumb is to at least do a guest with somebody, and then I was going for Friday nights, but then where I live, they decided to do like reconstruction behind me, and so the Friday night and weekends and all that turned insane. And then last Friday, I did a show with Val, and I was kind of like brain dead. And but this week I'm doing a show with Val. I'm Val with Mel on the 17th on Friday.
Cool.
I'm gonna tape that. But usually I try and do what I put out there is I'll try and do a show either Wednesday or Thursday. So send questions. It's on my community page. And
Okay.
then, like I said, I try and share a show and do a private show. And heaven
Awesome.
knows I got puppets.
I'm gonna have
So,
to
how
make
about
one
you?
now so we have puppets together. You know, it could literally be the Arthur and Sherry show with hand puppets.
Move over, Kugler, Fran, and Ollie. It's Arthur and
It's
Sherry.
Sherry. Oh
I
my
think we just
goodness.
dated ourselves.
I'm telling you. Oh, jeez. We're getting up there. I didn't think I'd last this long, to be honest. So I'm happy. You know, I figured I'd be done gone by now. And now that things are getting fun in my life, it's like I don't want to go. I'm ready to stay for a while.
Cool.
Uh, so
Well, it's
for
all good.
years it was like I don't care if I'm here, I'm here. If I'm not, I'm not. But now I'm really having fun. It's like I'm perfectly happy where I'm at.
Good.
So hang around for a while longer.
Well,
You
I'm
know,
happy I landed here at YouTube. I really am. This is a wonderful community.
well,
And my
we're happy
standard
to have
joke
you.
is 66, reinventing myself on YouTube. Who knew? Mel.
Thank you. Yeah, it's like
Mel.
me turning blonde at 60. It was like when I was 15, I would have killed to have been a blonde. Who knew I had to wait till I was 60 for my hair to start turning blonde? So it's like,
All I can say is Just for Men, number 35.
there you go. It doesn't work for me. Well, thank you, Arthur, very much for being here. Thank all of you for coming and for your questions. And next time we get together, I'll be sure you bring lots more questions and we'll try to answer as many as we can within an hour and try not to run over too much.
And
And
hope you had a fun giggle now and then. Laugh with us.
you
You can
gotta
laugh at us,
laugh.
but we can't
You
see that.
gotta laugh. Otherwise, you would just sit and cry because things are just too crazy, too cuckoo out there. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Yeah.
All right.
It's we got to make fun. All right, y'all have a lovely week. It's a Monday night. Go out and get some rest so you can go to work tomorrow. I was going to say go out and have fun, but that would work better on a weekend.
I think Captain Morgan's calling me. Let me hear.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I've been hearing mine whispering my name since yesterday. It's like you put me back on the shelf,
All righty.
and you didn't pop the top. So it's like, oh, sorry.
Love
All
you,
right.
everyone. Love you.
Thank you, everybody.
Seriously.
Lots of love to y'all.
Bye bye.
Find the button here in a minute. Okay. Bye.